I was in restaurant Cheers here in North Carolina.
Hey everyone, this is Sean Powell with Traffic Monsoon, and something I realized I really haven't done is I really just haven't had the time to put together an update on what's going on with Traffic Monsoon. And there's a lot of important things that's been taking place in the last month and a half, a whole lot actually. And if you've been away or if you're new to this, you might not know exactly what's going on. Today's date, y'all, look down here on the bottom right. It is April the 16th. This is Saturday, and I just thought I'd go down. I jotted down a couple of notes and try to just share with you everything that's been taking place. I'd say in the last 5 months, to be honest, right on up to this week. So a little bit of playing catch up, I guess you could say. Number one thing, y'all, and I think a lot of y'all already know this, is that PayPal's gone, obviously from Traffic Monsoon. I don't think a lot of people realize that PayPal for years and years and years got a good recognition for being a safe way of coming into a business. But if you really look at it, it got its name for the most part when it comes to places like eBay, okay, especially eBay. Well, that's fine if you got a bad seller. eBay is going to be PayPal is going to protect you from a bad seller. Okay, and that's really, and it got really big, but PayPal is not a bank. It does not have to fall under regulations of a bank, and that really a lot of times becomes kind of a touchy situation, because PayPal now for the last 2 years has really become an online bully, to be honest. And they have gotten to where they would freeze assets in businesses, fundraisers. I've even seen where they had Christmas Christmas funding for kids, and they held the fund for 180 days, and the kids didn't even get the toys. PayPal is just really, to me, has got more power than a pay source should have. And a lot of people go to PayPal to help their business build, and out of the blue, even when your business is doing great, PayPal will pull the plug on you because your business is doing good. And then it will plummet your business. It will even put you under, and it'll put you struggling to even get paid while they're holding your money. In our case, was $63 million, and we're talking about holding it for 180 days. So, in my opinion, PayPal needed to go. It's a dark cloud that really should have been, if you can get away from it, I'd suggest getting away. And don't think your business won't work without it. I've been with Power Lead Systems. We've never had PayPal, and it has been like clockwork with that, with our pay source called Paylution. And so that's really working very well. I'll talk about some new pay sources in just a second. But PayPal is definitely gone, and that is a great thing. Let me introduce myself. Sean Powell, if you don't know who I am. I've been in Traffic Monsoon for a little less than 6 months now. My sponsor is Frank Calabro. He lives about an hour and a half away from me here in North Carolina. I was in restaurants for 26 years. I quit my job almost a year ago using Power Lead Systems and another business called Automated Wealth Network. And I have really had this year to really learn and kind of hone certain skills that need to be honed in doing online business, and of course I'm being dad every day. It's my little boy. He just turned 9 years old the other day. His name is Adam, and we're really looking forward to this summer. And Traffic Monsoon and Power Lead Systems is the only thing I'm focusing on. Okay, so to me, being focused in a business is the answer. Finding one that you believe in and staying committed, that's going to get you there, and that's what I do. Okay. So back to where we're going. Traffic Monsoon. I'll show you a picture of this one, y'all. It's got a new look. Okay. Went back and redone the page itself. Let's log in right here. I'm not going to log in. I'm going to let you see. Well, do I need to log in? Nah, this is good enough. You can see it's got a different look to it though. It added some new features here. But of course, this is just login. And let's go to the next one here. Yeah, I want you to look right here to the right. This is a pretty big one here. When Traffic Monsoon, when I first came in, some people were doing bank wires, and I really didn't know what a bank wire. Well, I knew what it was. I didn't know that they were accepting it like that, and wasn't certain how good a bank wire would be. Well, when PayPal first, we took PayPal out, y'all, and we weren't making it accessible anymore. You can see the gap right here. Matter of fact, where PayPal was. Payza is not PayPal, okay? Payza is a source of a gateway that people can use their debit and credit card and sort of come in if you got a Payza account. The problem with Payza is they can be a little slow, okay? And on top of that, they really weren't made to do what we were trying to get them to do. And we had over 200,000 people almost immediately go into here trying to get Payza accounts. And it overwhelmed Payza in a bad, bad way. How much so that Payza went back a few days later and redone its homepage to how long it takes to get approved because of how bad we were overwhelming them. So if that tells you anything. I think Payza is a good company. It means well. It's definitely about security, that's for sure. But at the same time, I don't think it was the answer. You don't want to go from 90% of your people going to PayPal to all of a sudden trying to go, everybody squeezing to Payza, and that caused an issue. With that being said, I figured a roadblock that Payza was having would be a perfect time to drive people in a different direction, especially my downline, and bank wires wound up really being the answer. Okay, understand that the bank wire, there is no pay source. Now, the only fee that you'll get charged is the actual bank itself that you're using to do a wire to Charles Scoville's bank. Now, there is no problem with that. I haven't seen any issues with that. The only thing is, it takes Charles sitting down and putting it in, and then he literally puts it in, to your account for you, the number of ad packs you've got. Now, this has really been made for bulk more than anything, y'all. I want you to read this right here. Are you wanting to purchase ad packs by Bankwire? It's very important to include your username and the instructions for the receipt. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. If you don't put your username there, you got yourself a problem. Secondly, something I've learned, and I've got quite a few people doing bank wires lately in the last month and a half or so. If they say that you don't have no room to put a username, there's a good chance you're not actually sending a wire. Okay? A wire's got room for that, so don't let your bank surprise you and tell you something else. You could be sending something else and not even know it. Okay? In the world of Traffic Monsoon, there's 3.2 million people in it. The name Sean Powell is going to get you someone else. There's going to be more than one Sean Powell that's listed here. If I send something in that just says Sean Powell, Charles is not going to assume that it's one of these guys and put it in their account and screw up, especially considering this is for bulk. Okay, so y'all, if you are seeing mess ups, and you will, the bank will mess up, y'all. I've seen 2 mess ups at the bank at the exact same time for a bank wire. And it took about a week and a half for me to get in touch with Charles, because the man is busy and he's not the easiest one to get in touch with. His 5,000 friends list is already filled. So I started looking at other ways to, to find somebody to help me out also that can get in touch, to be the gap between me and Charles in case I had a downline that needed issues. But until that issue about 3 weeks ago, bank wires, y'all, were within 24 hours to 48 hours. And it didn't cost anything but $20 for usually a flat fee that your bank charged. And people were coming in with getting ad packs. Okay, here's something else you need to know that a lot of people don't know about the bank wires. You need to go ahead and have a banner set up. If not, when Charles goes to add it, there is nothing to add it to. Okay, so when you're doing bank wires, make sure that you already have a banner set up in Traffic Monsoon, because if without it, he can't add it to it. Okay, he may not be able to get in touch with you, and eventually you'll find out that he's had it sitting there and he is nothing he can do. Okay, so very important. Let's see here. Let's go to bank wires and Streamline. Oh, well, also something else. You notice it's actually been put on the front of the login page now. So that tells you, if anything, that I think that's a good sign, showing you that. I've told you about the good and the bad of the bank wires. Let's see, Payza. Oh, something else too. I didn't mean to sound like I was putting Payza down. I use Payza to pull money out with, and y'all, I can tell you that it has been instantaneous from pulling itself to Payza. Now, if you got a Payza card, you just about be good to go, immediately. Now, I like to go from Payza to my bank. When I pull money, sometimes I'll pull money twice in a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? and want to put directly in my bank. And when I do that, I have noticed Payza sometimes will do them both at the same time. So I think they kind of do a stop and go check, and whenever you put something in, and they'll see if there's anything else. and it's not bad, y'all, because a lot of times the newest one I put in may be in the same day that I put in for it that I'll be have it transferred to my bank. Usually it's within 1 to 2 days from Payza to my bank, and I think that's fine. I haven't had any problems. To me, it's pretty much basically it's as close to PayPal as you can get. I've done a lot of pulls lately, and I haven't had not one issue at all. I've heard other people this and that and stuff like that. All I can tell you is I haven't had any problems, and as far as I'm concerned, them pulling's been fine. All right. There are now 3.2 million people in Traffic Monsoon. I think that's pretty cool. When I first started, there was 1.2 million when I was looking into it. That first month, it went from 1.2 million to 1.9 million in the month I was coming into the business. So the business has had a lot of growth, and I believe it, man. They're adding servers, left and right, always, So if you ever have any problems with Traffic Monsoon, 99% of the time, y'all, it is growing pains and nothing else. Okay, that's just my opinion. 3.2 million is a heck of an accomplishment, though. Now, here's a big one right here. We have added Allied Wallet into our let me log in real quick. I'll do this as well. Allied Wallet now is one of the gateways in for Traffic Monsoon, and that gives you straight access to debit and credit card. Okay, the good and the bad is the fact that, well, now we have straight access to debit and credit card. We're also going to have a debit card that's coming out that's going to be issued for us for Traffic Monsoon. I don't know if it's going to say Traffic Monsoon or not. Maybe it will, but I do know it's real important that all the information matches excuse me, from Allied Wallet to your Traffic Monsoon account. Okay, so what you're having to do right now is to get approved, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. If you look to your left over here, you'll see account status is approved. Okay, that means that when I first put in my information, it'll go to pending. Okay, now what does that mean? It means that I cannot do cash links until I do, well, it's the top of the hour right now, I apologize, but I can't do cash links until they are approved. And also the fact that I can't use my debit and credit card straight access until it's approved. And what we're doing is we're allowing you to come into the business through Allied Wallet without having to go through Allied Wallet, basically. So I'm saying, so you're being able to come through Traffic Monsoon, sign up, and also, I'll go ahead and tell you this as well. The number one way to get approved is to go back to, I'm going to log out again, I guess. Okay, you see support up here at the top right. Alright, you're going to click that. You see this right here. Need help, chat? That's it right here. Y'all, I'll go ahead and start putting some of this stuff together here and try to end this video a little quicker here. This new chat right here is 6 days a week. It's closed on Sundays, and it is from it's 24 hours a day. Okay, and I've used it one time. It's worked fine for me. Understand that they have actually built a new center, a new support center that is in the Philippines, and they've got a new video that's recently been added to, where if you like to check that out, it's pretty impressive, y'all. It gives you an idea exactly how big Traffic Monsoon is. I don't think a lot of people understand exactly how big Traffic Monsoon really is. But this right here, you would put your name in, your email, your phone. You would put a message, and that message could be your username, for your account that you want to get approved for, and they're going to go there and look at it right then. As soon as you find somebody, one of the operators, and you may have to wait in line for a little bit, obviously, 3.2 million people, a lot of people trying to get approved, but this has been the best way to come into the business and getting done, getting organized. Also, here's something else that's new. The phone number up here on the top left, y'all. You check this out right here. This is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I've called that before too. Something else that's really cool about the chat also, if you're not aware of, is the fact that if you type in a different language, they got a computer that's going to reassort it and put it into English. So whatever language you type, or that you're going to speak in, you'll get your answer back in your native language, and I think that's pretty impressive also. Okay, let's see here. Live chat's taken care of. Phone number is located at the top. The Philippines. You know what? I'm gonna show you something else, y'all. This guy right here, I want to give a shout out to him. He is one of the big guys in Traffic Monsoon under the support center. And for the last couple of days, I've been contacting him back and forth. He's just a good guy, and I feel really good about him. We have a guy named Ernie Gans. He gets a lot of attention, as being just kind of the spokesman for support, and he does an excellent job at the Traffic Monsoon Facebook group. But him and John together run that place together, and I can tell y'all that people like him really make a big difference in Traffic Monsoon. And I've really become pretty good friends with John. And so, yeah, these are good people that's within this business, y'all. I'm going to show you what the video they've just recently made is. All right, y'all. This right here is a pretty big video. I'm not going to show it right now because it looks choppy, to be honest. It'll look very choppy when I'm doing the videos off of this. But y'all, it's very impressive. It really, really is. Shows you exactly how big this is. The offices, where they got IT support. We got all the rows of people over here. And they still got more growing room over here to the right. It's just a very impressive, I think it really should wake a lot of people up and see how big and what 3.2 million people in a business requires. Support ain't no joke, that's for sure. And I've already talked about the debit card, things that come in the near future. And y'all, I can tell you, Traffic Monsoon is just as real as anything gets. Okay, I've done other businesses in the past where I was number one in the leaderboards, and I was averaging 60 to 100 leads a day, and I was throwing an incredible amount of traffic at it. From Facebook alone, nothing else but just Facebook. And y'all, I can already tell you, as hard as I was working my tail off, and I was proud of myself for where I was at, in the business, I make so much more money now at not even I ain't gonna say a fifth don't even count. By doing some YouTube videos, telling people what I think about it, just showing people I'm, being sincere. I do a little bit of Facebook, but for the most part, not a whole lot. And my lead numbers are not very impressive at all compared to what I used to do in my last business. I've pure been lazy. And y'all, I'm going to show you real quick. I'll log back in, I guess. Sorry about this. I'm going to show you the kind of money that I've been making. AXM. Now, my third month in this business, I made $13,000 in referral commissions. My first month in, I made $1,100. My second month is about $5,000 to $6,000. And I'm going to show you what the last month has been. I've also got, I've made $207 in almost every penny that's been referral commission. So I'm coming up on $25,000 in referral commissions. I've been in less than 6 months. I got 101 active members at the moment. My cash links are $312.74. $70,257 is passive income. But I'm going to show you how much I pulled recently. My withdrawal history. Okay, let's go down to 50. Now, understand, I was just like everybody else. When you first come into the business, you want to lock down and just put in, the work for building your business. This is from March to 8th, okay? $877, March to 11th, $300 and $666, $111, $124, $228, $209, $206, $562. That was like in 15 days right here. I think it was a little over $5,000 I made, and from the 8th to the 8th right here, somewhere like that. Today is the 16th. If you noticed, I had $200 right here also. So I got $200 on the 16th, $215, $200 on the 13th, $212, $220 on the 11th. So today's the 16th. Let's go 7 days back. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's $1,200 I made in the last week. That's going to be. I've actually got 2 bank wires. One for $400 that I should be getting in this week, and I've got another one that is due, that is $500. And plus, obviously, between those two together, it's going to put me up at about another $15 a day. Starting off within a couple of weeks, it'll go to $30 a day, just those two people, and in about a month and a half, it'll be $45 a day, just from that one, being added to it. And y'all, that's how it works. You'd see in my last business, I used to put 300 people in a month's time as members. Here, I haven't done anything like that, and it just doesn't matter. This thing just churns out. It's an awesome pay source. As far as that, not only that, you're promoting a business, and what has it done to my Power Lead systems is incredible. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't pull money very long because I held off for, when you first come into this business, you want to build up to a certain point, whatever the ad packs are, whatever your goal is, and didn't start pulling out from that way, and that's exactly what I've done. So what you're looking at right now is probably, I would guess, $6,000 worth of this has been pulled. And if you notice right here above it, I didn't pull for almost a month before that. You understand? So, and then I only pulled a small amount. So y'all, I think this about finishes it. I just want to let you know this is real. It is life-changing. A lot of people just don't understand how to do Traffic Monsoon. Y'all, I can tell you the answer is Power Lead Systems. I told you before, I quit my job before I even knew about Traffic Monsoon. I average about 900 to 1100 a week in Power Lead Systems alone. It is the answer. Between me and my sponsor, we have almost 500 active members, and we've both been in for less than 6 months. What's the answer? What do we both have in common? It's Power Lead Systems. Okay? So, if you have not signed up for Traffic Monsoon, go ahead and hit this, y'all. Make sure it says Sean Powell is your sponsor. It's real important. It says Sean Powell is your sponsor. If not, get in touch with me and let me know so I can help you out. Power Lead Systems, if you're already in Traffic Monsoon and you're looking the answer, how to do these, this is just a way I've created to brand my own self. Excuse me. But we have share codes that is built for you, that does everything for you. It's awesome. Got great follow-up emails. Autoresponder emails going out for you. It teaches everything, and when people go through, when they're done, they will have a full working, functioning funnel that goes for you. And I've got training pages, y'all, showing you how to do banners, how to do, just about everything that needs to be done. And this is my sponsor right here. Y'all, this is as real as it gets. If you're looking at business, if you thought about Traffic Monsoon, you don't know how it works, click this link right here. Watch the video down below. I show you me making $600, $800 a day in just referral commissions alone. And I put my phone number down below also. So if you need anything, just let me know. I appreciate it.